The wait is almost over. We're getting closer to the 2022 NFL Draft. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome back to Detroit Lions Syndicate. You already know what we do on this channel. We talk all things Detroit Lions, so make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell as well. The Detroit Lions have the number 2 pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, and for the last 3 or 4 months, all we had to hear was mock this and mock that. And now Mel Kiper's Mock Draft 3.0 has been released. Mel Kiper has been doing this thing for over 25 years, talking draft. Sometimes he misses, sometimes he does hit. And I think you would be surprised maybe who he has the Detroit Lions taking in the first round. Now, the first round is all we're going to talk about today because that's where the Detroit Lions will do most of their damage. Having 3 of the top 34 picks, those first three picks, that's why I keep focusing on those, are where the Lions will do most of their damage, in my opinion, in this draft. We can get some playmakers with those first 3 picks. So Mel Kiper has done this 2 other times before. We'll probably see a 4.0 as well before the NFL Draft, which happens in about 5 weeks. Before we get into Mel Kiper's mock draft, here's what I think the Lions honestly are going to do. If Aiden Hutchinson is available, I think they're going to take him while fielding trade costs. If he's not available, I think the first thing they're going to want to do is to trade back to get more value for the pick. That's what I think they're going to do. Because Brad Holmes' first order of business is always to trade back. But as Penei Sewell started falling further and further and further, and once the Bengals passed on him at 5, he fell into their lap, and Brad and Dan knew that they had to take Penei Sewell. So I think their first thing is to trade back, assuming Hutchinson is not there. If Hutchinson is there, they're going to take him with that 2nd overall pick. Now let's see who Mel Kiper has us taking with the 2nd overall pick in his mock draft 3.0. And with the 2nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Notre Dame. Top rusher Kayvon Thibodeau will be in play here, but the top offensive tackles aren't an option. The Lions are set with Taylor Decker and Penei Sewell. There's more risk in Thibodeau than I'd like for a number 2 pick. Because there's no guarantee he'll grow into his immense upside, I'd prefer a safer pick here. And I've come around to the fit of Hamilton in Detroit, which my guy Todd McShay has pushed for a little bit. Hamilton is a playmaking safety in a 6'4" frame who would immediately raise the ceiling of a defense that has struggled for years. He can play in the box, out of the slot, and as a center fielder. Normally, I say this is too high for a safety, but Hamilton is a unique and special defender. Detroit brought back safety Walker, but he could play with Hamilton. I know that a lot of fans are kind of divided on whether or not we should take Kyle Hamilton with the 2nd overall pick. We got a bad taste in our mouth from the Jeff Okudah pick 2 years ago, picking him 3rd overall. I've heard a lot of high praise about Kyle Hamilton. I haven't seen much of him, a lot of his games, to know whether or not he is worthy of all the hype for the 2nd overall pick. But what I do know is that the Detroit Lions need a safety, and I do believe that safety is their number 1 priority in this year's NFL Draft. I think that quarterback is not as high on the list as you may think. Even though Malik Willis had a fantastic pro day, I don't think that the Detroit Lions are looking that high to get a safety, but we could see if he would be drafted number 2. If he is drafted 2nd overall, he's going to have really big shoes to fill. I tried to find a list of the last safety taken number 2 overall. I could not. So let me know in the comments below who was the last safety. If there was indeed a safety taken at number 2 before, please let me know who it is in the comments below. The funny thing about this is for the first time that I've been watching the draft, the Detroit Lions almost book in. I mean, we were 1 game away from probably doing something that had never been done, literally having the 1st and last pick already guaranteed in the first round of the draft. But we're going to have to pick number 32 and then actually wait to the next day to pick 2nd in the 2nd round, pick number 34 overall. But who does Mel Kiper have us taking with that 32nd overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft? Let's find out. And with the 32nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Matt Corral, quarterback, Ole Miss. I'm going to stick with Corral to the Lions, but I keep hearing it's not out of the question that he is the first quarterback off the board. He didn't work out at the combine, so teams haven't got a look at him since his ankle injury in early January. He's going to throw for scouts at his pro day Wednesday, and he could create some buzz there. He throws the ball with some zip and is extremely tough, though he doesn't have a huge frame, 6'2", 212 pounds. The biggest question revolves around the offense he ran in college. His coaches didn't ask him to make any reads. There will be an adjustment in the NFL. For the Lions, I just don't see Jared Goff as the future. This allows them to get a potential quarterback of the future on a team-friendly 5-year contract. I think that last part of what Mel Kiper said is why the Detroit Lions very well could take a quarterback with that 32nd pick. Malik Willis' pro day was yesterday, and he had all type of oohs and ahs coming from the crowd, even had some buffalo wings with Coach Mike Tomlin. But the Pittsburgh Steelers are picking 20th overall, and I honestly don't believe that Malik Willis is going to fall that far. Carolina needs a quarterback, but Mel Kiper Jr. has the Pittsburgh Steelers taking Malik Willis right now at number 20. They have Mitchell Trubisky there, and Malik can kind of sit and have some tutelage under him. But bringing it back to the Detroit Lions, I think that is why we could take a quarterback at 32, the team-friendly deal. Now, he'll still have the 5th-year option being drafted in the first round, but toward the end, you don't get what you get when you're drafted in the top 10. It's not the same. So they could take a real team-friendly deal with the quarterback late in the first round and then probably get a receiver or something with that first pick in the second round. I honestly believe that a quarterback is more likely at 32 than Kyle Hamilton is at 2. But leave your thoughts in the comments below. I think the Detroit Lions' top priority is to trade back, and they're probably working on something as we speak to get more bang for their buck, if you will. The Detroit Lions need a lot of help. We have way more voids to fill that we didn't do in free agency, and we're going to probably use the draft for that. So let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about Mel Kiper Jr.'s 3.0 mock draft, Kyle Hamilton at number 2, Matt Corral at number 32. I'm guessing a receiver would probably come after that. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. You already know what we do on this channel, so subscribe to the YouTube channel. On our way to 1,500 subscribers, trying to get there by the weekend, so that would be awesome. Guys, take care of yourself, and as always, go Lions.